Alright, I'm pulling out of my friend's house. It just ended. Game of Thrones is over forever. And let me guess, everybody hates it. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's bitching. Everyone's going to go sign a petition. If I knew you and I knew that you signed a petition for a television show, I don't think I could ever be your friend anymore or respect you in any way. I mean, Jesus. I consider myself fairly nerdy and like a fanboy and into, genre shows. And if something doesn't happen the way I want it to, oh well. Big whoop. And I apologize in advance if I liked this. I mean, okay, so maybe I wasn't the most hardcore Game of Thrones fan, or I watched every episode multiple times. But guess what? I watched every episode one time. That's usually how I watch most of my shows. I did watch last week's episode again today. Guess what? I still enjoyed it. Oh no. It wasn't earned. A woman's is gone mean. Oh no. Blah 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 blah. It's over. Deal with it. So, you obviously watched it. If you don't, I don't care. The aftermath of it is basically Tyrion was seen as a traitor and thrown in the dungeon. But he told Jon, hey, yo, Jon, you got to do something about this. And Jon's like, oh, she's still my queen. And then he goes up to her and goes, I love you. You're still my queen. And then Jon kills her. Look, I'm simplifying it, obviously. But when you heard the knife, I was like, somebody killed somebody. And I kind of just jumped out of my chair like, whoa, here it is. And just like that, she's gone. And then we saw the dragon melt the throne. Like, oh, is this for the throne? Well, you don't get a throne. So I thought that was pretty cool. But the dragon didn't kill Jon. And I don't know if that's because Jon is a Targaryen and he can't be killed by a dragon. I don't know that. Because I didn't read the books or the folklore, or maybe I didn't pay attention enough. I don't know. But the dragon just took off with Daenerys' body. And a couple weeks go by. Jon, I guess, was put into prison. Wasn't killed right away. And I don't know why he wasn't just chosen to be the king right then and there. But they decided the Unsullied first were going to take the kingdom. But they were like, no. All the lords were there, and they decided to vote for a new dude. And lo and behold, they vote for Bran. And I bet you the moment they said Bran, people were like, no! This isn't the way Westeros is supposed to be! I am from the Seven Kingdoms and the realms of the dragons! It should have been, should be Aegon Targaryen! Bring him forth from the dungeons! Whatever. I guess when you kill a queen, you don't get to become the king? I don't know how it works, or if you I don't know, because didn't Daenerys just kill the queen? Sort of, kind of. Or Jon just didn't let a secret out. And Jon just couldn't let his secret be used. He still didn't want it. He didn't want it so bad that he would rather, stew in a dungeon for a while, and then he gets sentenced back to the wall. Well, whatever's left of the wall. He went back to the wall. He saw his red-headed friend. He said, let's get out of here. He took the wildlings beyond the wall, and guess what? Jon is never coming back. Jon is off with the free people now. That's that. Bum, 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 bum. Sansa was like, oh, Bran, you want to be king? Great. But we are not part of this anymore. We are our own independent kingdom. Bran's like, cool, okay. Arya, everyone was like, is Arya dead? What does that white horse mean? You know what it means? It means she got on a fucking white horse. She got on a white horse, she drove away, or rode away, and that's it. There was no Lord of Light that someone suggested to me. There was no friggin' symbolism with the white horse. There was no magic. She wasn't dead. She survived. The horse survived. They found each other. She got on the horse. She left. And then she goes, now she's off. She's, instead of being back at north or with Jon or anything, she's like, no, I'm like a bird. I only fly away. I don't know where my home is. As Nelly Furtado once said, Arya's gone. She got on a ship and she wants to go explore. she's always been the one to she's had the most adventures, I feel like, out of all of them. And she wants to go adventuring. So she's going to go find out what's west of Westeros. Does that mean, like, there are spin-offs coming, and I assume all the spin-offs are, like, different time periods way before and different areas. I don't think any of these spin-offs have anything to do with the main characters going forward. But if they did, you could have the Sansa show and the Arya show. The Arya show would be at least interesting. Where's she going? The unclaimed, unknown territory. But their stories are done. Their stories are over. I did like that Brienne of Tarth, Sir Brienne, went into the record books and made official record of all the good things that Jaime Lannister did, and he died protecting his queen. There was a moment where Tyrion found his brother and sisters under the rubble, confirming all these stupid people who said they're still alive, confirming all this stupid. This is why the internet's stupid. When MASH ended, right? You didn't go on and go, whoa, the helicopter was a symbol and Hawkeye was really a ghost. Nah, no, it just ended. And I know a lot of this started with Lost, and believe me, Lost is one of my favorite shows of all time. But I feel like even then it wasn't as crazy as it is now. Maybe people complain about everything now. And if you sign that petition, just never speak to me again. There was I liked seeing I'm driving on 213 in Massachusetts, and I need to shift over a little because they're going down to one lane. I did like that we saw Bran's new kind of council with Tyrion became the hand again, and we got Brom, and we got that other guy, and Sam Dolly is the maester. Is my exit closed? You got to be kidding me. Okay, I need to just pay attention to driving here and not crash. Okay, and I'm good. But I like that he was like, there was some historian, I missed who it was, that was detailing everything that happened since Robert Baratheon's death, and he called it the Song of Ice and Fire. Right, that's what it's called, right? Who gives a shit? It's over. But they were like, Tyrion was like, how was I? How did he handle me? What did he say about me? And it turns out he wasn't even in the story, which I thought was pretty good. And I think Bran was using his three-eyed raven magic to go find the dragon, I think. Is that what's happening? But look, life goes on, time goes on. I mean, it would have been cool if, like, Tyrion got up and put on Journey, Don't Stop Believing on the jukebox, or they all found out they were all dead the whole time. I wanted it at the last moment when all this was going on to you flash back and there's Bran falling out the window and like landing and dying, and this whole thing was in his head as he was falling from the window. Very Jacob's Ladder scenario. As he was falling from the window, this whole story flashed before his eyes, and then he died. And Joffrey went on to be the king. I don't know, whatever. That would have been that's how I would have done it. I would have done the whole end of Newhart, end of St. Elsewhere. But that would have been a terrible cop-out. Look, when it's all said and done, this is the end of these people's adventures as we know them. Life goes on, adventures go on. It isn't exactly what everyone wanted. Boo effing who. I liked it. Look, a lot. They try to pack a lot in these 8 episodes. For some reason, this is all they got for us. This is all we could do. And if that's all we could get, guess what? There's a lot of shows that people like that get canceled. There's a lot of shows that people like that go on too long. There's a lot of shows that people like that aren't even very good, but they still like them. This was quality. This was good. I enjoyed it. And if you disagree with me, good. Who cares? I don't care. Good for you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you disagree. I just, I think I'm tired of... It's not even the people disagreeing. It's these articles that I see now. A lot of them are like I see CNET the other day talking about this guy's going to be Batman and people are not happy. And they go and they search for people on Twitter that complain. They post them into their news story. They write a story and boom, there's a blog post. So it's like a lot of this is not even Twitter's fault because there's millions and billions of people on Twitter. Some people love it. Some people hate it, whatever. It's the people it's the stories and these websites that go search out the negative tweets to collect them and say, here's how people are thinking. It's not how people are thinking. It's how these 6 nerds are thinking. There's another 6 nerds that liked it. I'm one of those nerds. So, I don't know. I almost feel like I'm using this to complain about the complainers more than I am to talk about the show. But guess what? I apologize if that I enjoyed it. Okay? I'm a big dumb sucker. Doesn't matter to me. Guess what? For both of us, Game of Thrones is over. Deal with it. That's it for me. Folks, I'm going to tell you something right now. It is May 19th. And what are we? 13 days away? 13 days away from movie month. I am very excited. Now, I was all ready to do a movie pass because they were back with unlimited for $14.99. Now it looks like unlimited is $20. Now, if I go see 2 movies in the theater, that pays for it right there. So I might still do it. Because there's some movies in the theaters I'd want to see. One of them might have Sansa in it, or does have Sansa in it. I don't know if I want to see it, but I might go see it. There, when I don't have Movie Pass, I don't go see movies all that much. When I do have Movie Pass, if there's movies, I'll just go see just to go see them. And next month is the time to do it. 30 days, 30 movies, 30 podcasts. I'm home. It only took me 11 minutes to get home. Not even. Maybe a little more. I don't know. I'm excited for movie month. I enjoyed the end of Game of Thrones. And that's it. I have nothing else to say. Ladies and gentlemen, here is my theme song. Oh, wait. Here's my real theme song.
This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time. And I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode.
Fab's not experts.